23rd El Grande Americano has debuted. Plus, we have an update on Drew McIntyre's SummerSlam situation. And get this, SummerSlam is going to be over 12 hours long. It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling news right now. I'm seeing 6 El Grande Americanos.
6, yeah. Oh, mathematics. Whatever. Anyway, there's more than 3. Chad Gable inadvertently or whatever, he confirmed it was him in an interview outside the wrestling, so I guess it's not canon, but he confirmed it with his own mouth.
He said, I had my singles WrestleMania debut. I was like, you dirty liar. No, you didn't. That was El Grande Americano.
That's a huge scope. Then we see, obviously, who we believe to be Ludwig Kaiser doing the role of the last few weeks. Then last night on Raw, the LWO challenging for the tag team titles. What we believe is Ludwig Kaiser comes down to the ring. He's dealt with. And then another one comes down in a different kind of mask.
Yeah, and the problem is, obviously you can check the height situation on this one, but we cannot do the Ross Tweddle famous areola check, which has been how we have gauged all the Grande Americanos, because he's very selfishly wearing like a sports jacket.
I know, yeah, which is obviously very tactful, because that is how you tell the differences between wrestlers apart, is by areola. As Wade Barrett told us, and I have taken it to new levels. That's all I look at now when I'm watching wrestling, is the areola of everyone involved.
Ross only looks at the nipples of the wrestlers.
That's how you knew Big Daddy V was always Big Daddy V.
That was the only way.
Those areolas were unlike anyone else's ever before. Rest in peace, Nelson.
I haven't got Big Daddy V mixed up with Big Daddy, and I'm glad that you gave me the areola shape. Now I can tell. So a slightly different mask, but still very Grande Americano-ish, ends up costing the LWO the tag team title match. The man under the mask is Pete Dunn. There he is.
Hasn't been seen for quite some time. Had a look at Cage Match this morning. It's his last televised matches, if you can count main event as televised matches. The 26th of May, where the New Catch Republic defeated A-Town Down Under. Obviously, Tyler Bate had a little bit of an injury thing. It then confirmed there was no injury thing. I think Pete's been in a similar boat, so he's just not been used forever. His last Raw match was back in March, 31st of March. New Day defeat the New Catch Republic. It's sad to see.
It is, but it's obviously if he's around and he's got not much else going on, then we can have some fun with this El Grande Americano thing. So you've got now a lad from the West Midlands playing an American playing a luchador.
There you go.
Hang on.
Birmingham Pete portraying German Ludwig, who was portraying American Chad, who was portraying Mexican Grande Americano.
My head hurts.
It's too early for that kind of maths.
Either way, it's the first true Mexican Birmingham crossover since they put that lovely restaurant in the bull ring that time. But yeah, Lucha Blog has reported that Pete Dunne has been very busy, despite not being on telly. He's been working backstage as a producer at AAA. So he's been doing producing stuff for NXT as well. So I feel like whilst we haven't seen him on screen, he's obviously trusted enough to be put in these situations where he's going to be. I mean, a producer job expands your quality of life, I think, for many, many, many years.
Yeah, just by not taking as many bumps as you might do if you're still wrestling. Because it is just a weird situation. Because we was just saying upstairs, 2017, that UK tournament was where Pete Dunne was being a dirty, dirty boy while Tyler Bate was winning the thing. It felt like Tyler and Pete were Triple H's sons back then, and they're destined for great things. Now we've come forward all this time, and neither of them are doing anything really.
Yeah, I mean, literally they pointed out like, this guy is the future of the business. Okay, well, we're still waiting on that future then, it seems. But I think they're both brilliant, and I hope that they'll do other things. But I will say, the multi Grande Americano storyline, I don't hate. I think we should have 100 running around.
Yeah.
I think I want a rumble of them at SummerSlam. Yeah. Chuck in a Grande Americano rumble, and I want everybody under a Grande Americano mask. I want an Omos Grande Americano.
Just have a full night of rumbles, the Bloodline Rumble, the Grande Americano Rumble, the men's and the women's.
I think that's a lovely idea. Never let me book 9 pitches tomorrow. Now, one big match for SummerSlam that has a big old question mark over it is Drew McIntyre teaming with Logan Paul to face Jelly Roll and Randy Orton. Drew's stuck in the UK.
Yes, there is an update from Fightful who are saying McIntyre was unable to use his British passport. excuse me, and wasn't allowed to travel through the United States, where he is a resident. WWE sources we spoke to feel confident it will be rectified, although they obviously weren't pleased that McIntyre is going through the situation. McIntyre has been a resident of the United States for years and lives in Nashville.
He has done for ages. Now, the Wrestling Observer say that WWE's legal team are working on the situation. As it stands, he is still being advertised for SummerSlam, but they do have a contingency, which we're going to get to now. WrestleVote's reporting that WWE is in motion with alternative plans for this week's SmackDown, should Drew McIntyre not be able to attend. They say it's not sure yet what this will mean for his tag match at SummerSlam, because Drew's set to be part of the go-home show for SummerSlam. He might not make it.
Now, this was mentioned in the comments yesterday, so I'm going to steal your work, people who commented yesterday. Is there a chance that Drew McIntyre wasn't too bothered about teaming with Logan Paul to go up against Jelly Roll and Randy Orton at SummerSlam and just said, whoopsie, I've forgotten my American passport.
Oh no,
Whoopsie.
I really don't want to be part of a match that's going to get loads of mainstream attention and I'm going to get paid a big bag of money to do because I want to wrestle a wrestler.
Yeah.
Shut up. Of course he was a... Why?
I stand with you, commenters. It's a fantastic rationale.
I don't.
He's a man of integrity, is Drew McIntyre, and only likes to stand up grapples against real grappling men.
I don't stand with that because I'm a grown-up. Having said that, I did spend last night watching a 2-hour documentary on Thomas the Tank Engine law, so I can't be that much of a grown-up, admittedly. And that brilliant Tom Scar one, that's fun. No, I'm being overly obtuse, but I think no, of course not. He's a professional, and the idea that you wouldn't want to be in a match that garners loads of mainstream attention in an industry that is always rife with crossover, why wouldn't you want to be a part of that?
And I guess it's going to be an easy night at the office, isn't it, really?
And it's an easy night at the office as well. One person who does want to be a part of that, one person who truly gets it, is The Miz. He put out a post on his Insta, essentially offering his services to Drew.
And that's because he's from the same place that Logan Paul is from, as we saw last week on SmackDown, where, because he was in his hometown there, Tom, he stepped to Jacob Fatu and slapped him in the face. Who does that?
Brave people.
Stupid people. Stupid men like The Miz.
Stupid people who think Drew's decided to stay at home so he doesn't get a payday. I'm kidding. So Miz went on Insta and said that he was the right guy to fill in for Drew McIntyre and step up during that match. He talked about how he was the one that brought Logan Paul into WWE in the first place. He was the one that has victories over Randy Orton. Made a really good line where he said, like, I'm sick of people calling me underrated. That's not a compliment. That's just a lazy way of giving me my flowers. Like Miz, and people who've said to him, you've already had your moment. He's like, every moment's my moment. And I like that. I was about to say Miz is underrated, but I've just remembered that's a really lazy way of giving him his flowers.
If anything, The Miz is overrated. Too many people say The Miz is underrated to the point that he is actually now overrated.
I would say he's rated. It balances everything out.
Rated what?
He's just rated T for teen. Rated R superstar.
Scandalous.
No, I know. I think Miz is a perfect fit for that match should Drew not be able to make it. Miz would throw himself into that situation. It's a marquee match at SummerSlam. It's with a guy and a couple of guys he has history with. And also, he gets it when it comes to having celebrities in there, and he'll be happy to take moves and work with Jelly Roll. Because again, it garners loads of mainstream media attention.
And he can take the fall from Jelly Roll for the finish.
And he'll take the fall. And you know what'll happen come Monday? He'll be no further up or no further down.
Exactly.
It'll be exactly where he is. He'll have made a big bag of money, and there'll be footage of him all over the telly. So that's what I think of it anyway. In terms of SummerSlam, strap yourselves in because it's going to be a long weekend.
Yeah, WrestleVotes with the scoop here saying there will be 6 hours of pre-show content before SummerSlam this weekend. Saturday and Sunday will both have Countdown to SummerSlam, the show's being called, beginning at 3 p.m. EST ahead of the advertised 6 p.m. EST start time. I hope there's at least one match on these pre-shows. I don't mind it if it's like 2 hours or 3 hours with a little bit of wrestling here and there, but when it's 3 hours of just watching Pete Rosenberg give his thoughts in kayfabe, that's not an entertaining watch for anybody.
That's
in my
a
opinion.
long time, and I don't think there will be matches on the pre-show. I don't think they're doing that. I think they like to keep it very much. Here are the matches on the show. Here's lots of talking either side. That's a long weekend. I foolhardily a few months ago agreed to a ring announcing gig on the Saturday night down the road, and then I'll be here to do SummerSlam SummerSlam as well. So big shout out to my friends at Rise. See you at Somerset, but then I've got to run away straight away to come and cover SummerSlam for 2 days. I ain't sleeping this weekend. I'm not even seeing my wife. The best you can do is support the channel. 9 pitches on the channel tomorrow.
Yeah, predictions Thursday, the podcast on Friday, giving you the big preview, or the review and the preview, all the views.
All the views.
Every single one of them.
views.
But thanks for watching, and thank you for commenting yesterday with your hypotheses that Drew McIntyre mistakenly forgot his passport, because I agree with you.
No, my passport, it's broken. For the very latest wrestling news at any time, you can check out cultaholic.com. Stay safe. Love you. Bye.